Fala rapaziada, beleza mano? Sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui no canal, trazendo mais um videozão de gameplay pra vocês. E lá no começo do vídeo, você já tá ligado, mano? Deixa o likezão pra fortalecer. Se inscreve no canal se você ainda não for inscrito e ativa o sininho aí pra sempre que tiver um vídeo novo chegar a notificação pra você, beleza? Lembrando que sempre minhas redes sociais estão passando na tela e estão na descrição. Então cola lá pra fortalecer também, que é muitíssimo importante, beleza? E tamo aqui, mano, com L.A Noire, beleza? A gente fala La Noire, L.A Noire, o certo é L.A Noire, beleza? Mano, é um jogo de... é tipo um GTA dos anos 40, só que você é um detetive, você é um policial, beleza? Você é um investigador, tranquilo? Um perito, eu não sei. Não sei, mas é um jogo muito da hora, beleza? Um jogo que se passa nos anos 40, beleza? É sistematizado nos anos 40 e é muito da hora também, é da Rockstar Games, beleza? Bora aqui então. Que é o seguinte, mano, eu não vou pular tutorial, beleza? Porque no tutorial mostra o início do agente, tranquilo? E ele começa como policial, aquele policial de rua mesmo, como se fosse militar, vamos dizer assim. Beleza? Então vou botar aqui assim, ó, que eu não quero pular o tutorial. Pra gente fazer logo essa primeira parte, que é tipo um prólogo, tá ligado? Eu não joguei, nunca cheguei a zerar esse jogo, mas joguei bastante. É muito da hora, mano.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile, the car, a symbol of freedom and vitality.
O glamour dos anos 40.
Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe and not be overlooked by his neighbors.
Eu não sei se tem direito autoral dessas músicas, então deixa o like, beleza, mano, pra fortalecer.
City of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers.
Hollywood Land. Se eu não me engano era assim mesmo o letreiro antigamente. Não era só Hollywood.
A city of dreamers.
É bem cartunesco, mano, mas é muito massa a expressão facial dos personagens. Então a gente tem que se ligar para não fazer besteira.
A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Embora.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
Vai na frente.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put two in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Sempre tem os otários que você acha os melhores, né?
This is a
pica.
fist hump. Just going through the motions.
Probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. Two heads are always better than one.
Aí tem que investigar toda a cena. Examine cuidadosamente os locais para descobrir pistas. Ó.
Look at
Jornal.
this junk.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
No.
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheriff.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time. With what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Beleza. Doideira, hein?
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything? Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
Ih, rapaz. Parece que o tiro foi aí, né?
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Have a good look around. It could be anywhere. I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps. We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
Ó, o reflexo da arma.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right. Don't hurt yourself.
Vamos ver onde é que sobe nesse
The
negócio
gun's
mesmo.
up on
Aqui,
the
ó.
roof, right? So we need to find a way up. What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. 2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Utiliza o caderno. Como é que eu utilizo o caderno mesmo? Okay. Localizações.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole.
Opa, pra cá.
You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Muito louco, né, velho? Esse clima das antigas, assim. Ihu. Não é muito longe, não. Não lembro. Vamos indo aqui. Enquanto a gente vai aproveitando aqui, ó. Jogo de mundo aberto. Vamos indo. O carro não é muito estável, não.
Right here. Take the next left.
Ele tá pronto.
Take the next left.
Ih.
It's the next right.
Ele vai falando. É um GPS ambulante. GPS humano.
Slow down!
Calma, rapaz.
Stay on this road.
Se afoba não. Ó, loja de armas abertas 24 horas. A segunda emenda nunca dorme. Referências.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Não, não. A polícia tá aqui com a arma de
Model 27
sacanagem.
with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Esse aqui não? John Graham. Olha lá, 1944, 45, 46, 27. Aqui, ó.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
É, né?
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din. Take a left here.
Ihu! Liga a sirene, olha a sirene como é que é. Ai! Quase. Ihu! Dirigibilidade não é forte desse jogo. Amassei a viatura.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Take the next left.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
E é incrível, né, mano? Eles puderam usar bastante coisas reais de Los Angeles, né, nesse jogo aqui. Coisa que não aconteceu no GTA V, né, mano? Acho que, porra, esse jogo não é tão violento quanto o GTA V, mas tem umas paradas bem pesadas também. Então não sei qual que é a lógica, tá ligado?
Keep going on this road.
Então não sei, mano. E prestem atenção nas legendas, tá? Muito importante pra entender o contexto. Já fiz até live desse jogo aqui, mas tem muito tempo já, tem mais de um ano.
Straight on.
Tratamento de Schroeder. Tá vendo, mano? Se eu tivesse pulado o tutorial, eu ia perder essa missão todinha. Número 2.
Schroeder, Carbon 2.
Aqui.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Ah, não.
You ready, tough guy?
Ó.
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Lobizus, tem uma coisa importante. Tem que descobrir pista. Cigarrinho. Maçã.
Doesn't look like anything.
Só nós somos bagulho.
Don't think this is anything.
Não nada a ver. De novo maçã.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
O cara é bom. O cara é bom.
Phelps, that's 1247.
E o outro enchendo o saco pra não fazer as coisas. Sendo que pode vir até uma promoção. Vai na guerra. Lindo, na verdade.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso. Merrill. Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Aceita. Armado e perigoso.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope, or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identified, code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Suspeito de roubo. Bora, agora é perseguição. Olha lá, até a placa é real, olha lá. Califórnia. Não sei, velho. Olha aí, minha filha.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Tô bem de mira, hein? Vou tacar. A câmera travava. Olha lá.
Weapons on the ground now.
Vou tacar.
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon. Why is nobody covering me?
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance.
Not a fucking chance, copper. Stay down.
Achei que a câmera travava. No outro thing.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Será?
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD! You can go screw yourselves.
Vai fugir não.
Why, you! Watch it! He's hiding in the alley!
Tá enrolado.
Bowers! Hold it right there! Stop now or I will shoot!
I won't tell you again, Wendell. You don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell.
Não vai correr, meu parceiro. Assim,
Stay the hell away from me.
não vai muito longe. Filho da mãe.
You gotta be kidding!
You fucking asked for it. There's no way I'm going back inside.
Então vai voltar na pedra fria do ML.
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves. Come on then, friend.
Vem, você não zica. Homem.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Positivo na guerra também. Pelo jeito.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill 10, Franklin 8, Weiss 8, Donahoe 6, Kowalski 6, Hudson 5, Kelso 2. Leadership, Donahoe 8, Franklin 7, Merrill 6, Kowalski 6, Weiss 5, Hudson 5, Kelso 1. Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Se lascou. Se lascou, meu parceiro. Conheceu o Silas. Deixa o like aí, rapaziada. Fortalecer.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you.
Talvez eu preste tanta
Gives you that
atenção
leg up, gets you
que eu nem
recognized
lembro que eu
as
tô
a shining
gravando.
new star in the squad. The case that you solved that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, that get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Ah, você jura?
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
All these cops? It's gotta be something big, right?
Everybody stay back. Let us
Ah,
do
dá
our
pra dar uma
job.
examinada.
Broad daylight. Crowded street.
O negócio piscando na rua ali.
I've seen everything.
Tem nada? Oh. Pagamentos. Documento de venda a prazo.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Doideira, né, mano? Acho que hoje em dia não pode fazer um negócio desse, não. Não sei. Não sei como é que funciona, mas... As balas.
Shell cases. These look like 32s.
Olha o que temos aqui.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here. All right. Yes, it's a dead person. This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Okay.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Demorou.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
Can I...
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Oh, me. Os relatórios estão listados à direita.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Se você achar que as testemunhas estão mentindo e você tem provas, isso é mentira. Para acusar uma testemunha de mentir, você precisará apresentar uma evidência. Ela tá meio assim, ó.
I'm having a hard time believing that, young lady. You want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
Ué, mas ela
A
tava...
man is dead, Miss Galetta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out! Get out right now! Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Pois é, eu achei que sim, porque ela ficou meio assim, ó. Sabe, assim, olhando pra cima, desconfiada.
We have the murder weapon?
No murderer. The girl saw it all, but she clammed up on me. We could trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
All these cops? It's gotta be something big.
Vou lá na loja de arma de novo. Não dá nada não. Tá na frente!
I tell you about going too hard on the witness. She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long way.
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
Take this right.
Where the heck you go?
Take the next right turn.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looks like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield, jewelry store, just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Joalheria. Rapaz, é trampo, velho. Mas é da hora, apesar de ser... é pertinho. Apesar de não ser muito boa de dirigibilidade, é da hora de andar nesse jogo ao mesmo tempo. Hartfields. O jogo é bonito, né, mano? Na moral. Edgar Kalu.
Can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps. Are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Ah, pilantra. Tá vendo? Sempre tem, né, velho? Sempre tem.
Kalu, get back here!
2 club sandwiches. Thank you, waitress. Fruit beers all around, dog.
You
Vou
get it.
pegar.
One for me.
Someone,
please.
Too late, Kalu!
You think talking's cheap? Try hiring a lawyer.
How shocking. Oh my god.
Get out of here.
Stop or I will shoot!
Mercy! What the?
Deu certo.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Confissão difícil.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Olha lá, tá vendo? Tá olhando assim pra cima.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Vou usar a intuição.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Ô, mano. Deixa o like aí, porque eu fiquei dando voltas ali até conseguir achar a resposta certa, mano.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Agora ficou todo, né? Tava todo nervosinho. Aí deu certo. O cara virou o herói. Aí, ó, Departamento de Polícia. Informação de aptidão do agente. Aceita. Agora ele vai virar... Não vou nem falar. Mas enfim... Vou deixar pro próximo episódio aí, beleza? Na verdade eu vou querer que vocês comentem se vocês querem próximos episódios, beleza? Eu continuo trazendo aqui, beleza? Então deixa aí nos comentários a sua opinião, se gostou do jogo, se quer que eu traga mais. E não se esqueça também de deixar o like, se inscrever no canal se você ainda não for inscrito e ativar o sininho aí, pra sempre que tiver um vídeo novo chegar a notificação pra você, beleza? Vou ficando por aqui, até o próximo vídeo, até o próximo episódio, valeu, falou aí. Até mais, manos.